One derby my dad and I have never taken on is the Madrid derby. But with players like Julian Alvarez, Ademola Lookman and Pablo Barrios, Atletico are building a really good side. But of course, Real Madrid's team is full of very high, reputable players right now, so a 5-year rebuild against Dad as Real Madrid's manager is going to be a big challenge. Dad, today we're doing the Madrid derby. We haven't done the Madrid derby before.
No,
ever.
No.
In a rebuild.
No, should be a good one, this.
Yeah. Atletico Madrid, I'm taking on that challenge because you've got Real Madrid. Now, I do think they are slightly imbalanced, but there is a good basis of a good side here at Atletico Madrid because we have got the likes of course, Antoine Griezmann, who's coming towards the end of his career, but veteran of the game, 34 years of age. But Julian Alvarez is one of the best strikers on the game.
He is, yes. Yeah, he is very good, isn't he?
So if I can keep hold of him, I might be all right. He's wanted already straight away, which is not a good sign. But if I can keep hold of him, he should be all right. Now, they've made some good signings recently. They've got a good side. £179 million spent quite fairly recently. They've got the likes of Nico Gonzalez coming in on loan, but a loan to buy, for example. I haven't made any signings at the start here, as you can see, so that's nothing on me, but they did also sell £51 million. So they are pumping money into the club. So tactically, season one, I was looking at this team. There's got a lot of good strikers, a lot of good attacking midfielders as well. So I've gone for something a little bit crazy. I've never done this formation before, and we're locking in Barrios, who's a youngster in the game. Pablo Barrios, 22 years of age, looks a really good defensive midfielder. Value is so high too, which is a good sign. So we're locking him in, but if we did the best 11 pick, you can see Koke goes in there. Another veteran here at Atletico Madrid who's been around for a while, but lacks the pace I want in there. 3 at the back because they've got loads of defenders, not any good ones. So I thought, well, let's just stick them all in there. Oblak in goal, Ruggeri at left wing back. I like that signing as well. Very good attacking fullback. Llorente on the other side. But you can see Baena in there, Griezmann, Alvarez, Ademola Lookman, and one of my favourites, Alexander Sorloth, who has a Lego head.
Yeah.
Good striker, though. Can score a lot of goals. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. They got Thiago Almada, former Wonder Kid. They got Simeone, who I might cash in on because he can go for quite a lot of money, and I think he's not amazing. But they got some good players. So that's kind of what I'm thinking season number 1. In terms of players coming in for yourself, Dad, no players were bought, but they've had an interesting window, has Real Madrid. They've sort of resorted to bringing in a couple of youngsters. Mastan Tuono coming in for £40 million from River Plate. Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, coming in last season. And Dean Huijsen coming in as well from the good centre-back from Bournemouth. So they've got some good signings that have come in. But the match day squad that you've got, looking at it, is a 4-2-3-1. With Mbappe, Carreras, and Huijsen being locked in.
Yeah, I wanted to lock these guys in. Mbappe, I wanted to lock in because I think they put Lizus Jr. up front when they do your best 11. Yeah, and I didn't want that. I want him out on the left, and Mbappe in there. Rodrigo out in the wing. So, at the moment it's not looking like Bellingham's getting in the squad.
No,
so
I imagine he should go in there, surely.
That's where I'd want him to be playing, so I'll just lock the other ones in and just see how it goes, really.
I mean, you got Valverde, who was the hat-trick hero against Manchester City, and what a hat-trick that was as well.
It was a good hat-trick,
he's a very talented player. You can play a number of different positions for you. And Endrick's out on loan, so that's another one that might come back.
Anybody who watches all our videos, you'll know that I do like this striker, the young lad. You can pick up. Sometimes they sell him, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
but I do like this striker. So he's out on loan, but I will not be forgetting him.
He's got a good personality too, fairly professional, which means he might actually reach his full potential. Arda Güler's another one who can play centre attacking midfield.
So in my mind, I've got 2 good players for this, him and Bellingham for that one position there, really. So if I do keep playing this tactic, that's what I'm looking at, sort of locking in those players for those positions.
All right, well, start of the season then. Let's have a look at it. We've got 3 games underway. We played each other in the first fixture. Pablo Barrios was singing his praises. Got sent off. Straight red. You took the lead twice, actually. So you went 1-0 up, pulled it back to 1-1. Ademola Lookman. Vinicius Jr. scored 22nd minute. Then we got the 69th minute. And then Simeone come off the bench and scored in the 89th. Got the equaliser. Valencia 4-1 against them. And then Oviedo 3-2 against them. That's a tight fixture, to be fair. But Champions League fixtures, you've got Frankfurt and Man City in the first month. Union Saint-Gilloise, you've got Sporting and Liverpool next. Arsenal, so there's a lot of English
Premier
clubs.
side change, yeah.
Slavia and Sturm Graz to end it with. You might be all right, to be fair, but you've got the 3 biggest English clubs in there, so it could be tricky.
Not too good. No, a bit tricky that one.
My fixtures for this season, obviously we've got the draw there, but I've lost to Celta Vigo, which is a bad one. Iago Aspas, who I always hated.
Can't afford to lose those games, can you?
No. He 38-year-old Iago Aspas scores the winner there. We did beat Levante 3-0 away from home. Alex Baena got 2 goals. Adamo Luckman. I've got Benfica and Chelsea, so I've got the other Champions League English side in there. Newcastle maybe might pop up. Arsenal as well. Galatasaray at home. Bodo Glimt.
Oh, that's an hard one.
Yeah, we got them at home though. We might be all right.
Yeah.
Liverpool, so I've got Liverpool as well. Napoli and Nice to end things up. All right, season number 1 then. Let's see where the lay of the land is. Can I cause an upset early, or will Dad take the reins? Alright, well, the kind of projected finish has happened, but I'm not happy with the points because I'm some way off. 29 points behind you there. You only lost 2 games all season as you pick up the La Liga title. Lost 2 games. Vigo and Real Sociedad. So 2 teams. I mean, Vigo just finished outside. You saved them, actually, more than anything. And you drew 4 fixtures. One of them was against me, which means you also did beat me. So 5 points to win the league, 1 for beating me.
I've done Barcelona both times then, so I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, they lost 4 fixtures. Both against Sevilla, both against Real Madrid. Sevilla finished in 4th. Quite high up, actually, but they were only 1 point behind me, but they lost a lot more games, unfortunately, for them. So,
yeah,
not
pleased with that. Good season.
Great start for
points.
me. Good start for you. Mbappe, though, 37 goals in 37 appearances.
Yeah, it's worth locking him in then, wasn't it?
Good start to the
game,
season.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Vinicius Jr. and Sorloth, 14 and 13. Adamola Lookman's there. Thomas Lemar. I thought Julian Alvarez might have scored more goals, but apparently not. Where is he? Alex Baena's down there. Pablo Barrios. Julian Alvarez got 6 goals all season. I just called him one of the best strikers on the game, and he got 6 goals.
You did.
34 appearances as well. Wasn't like he was injured.
I did agree with you as well. So,
mental.
Something's gone wrong there, innit?
Yeah. Okay, Spanish Cup. You also won that one. Oh, you beat me in the bloody final as well. 2-1. Mbappe and Diaz with the goal. That is so frustrating. Jude Bellingham not playing? Oh, maybe he hasn't. Yeah,
something's not right here.
You won in the Super Cup. You beat me in the final of that one too, which means you don't win anything for the Super Cup, but you beat me, so you get a point.
Yeah,
this is not going well for me. Season number 1. Arsenal and Barcelona in the final. Ooh. So Barcelona won on penalties. Yamal, Declan Rice, and Trossard missed the penalties in that final. But what happened before that? Where did we finish? The league phase. We both did not play well.
That was bad.
You lost 2. You lost to Arsenal. You drew to City and Liverpool. So it's Premier League clubs.
Yeah, that's what's done me there.
You didn't concede a goal against anybody else. I won 3, so I beat Liverpool 6-1. Us. Not everyone can do it. Bodo Glimt 4-0 and Napoli 4-2. I drew 3 fixtures. Oh, didn't even lose against the Premier League sides. Crazy how this happens there. I bet I lost against someone crap. Nice. Yeah. There we go. Who are like scrapping relegation in the French league right now, away from home.
Benfica in the European ties never do very well, do they?
Yeah. Knockout.
Oh, yes.
Knockout playoff round. You beat me. Both fixtures.
That's such a shame, though, really. We should be playing each other, really, should we? Come
so
on.
Annoying. You've picked up so many points already.
Yeah.
Where did you get knocked out of? The next round, Inter Milan. Beat them 2-0, lose 3-0. Not a good start. What is happening here? I mean, this tactic's definitely going out the window. It's not worked at all. Lookman 22, Sorloth 22. Julian Alvarez only got 15 goals all season. That's very poor. I need to think about that. Recruitment, £25 million. It's not a big budget. Not a big budget compared to what they've been spending.
No.
But there we go. You got 58 goals from Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, look out.
14 assists.
Well, that was worth locking him in, wasn't it?
Yeah. Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo behind him, but some way behind him.
Yeah, but they're going to. I mean, look at the assists. They got 24 and 21. You know who they've been assisting, and it's obvious, isn't it, really? Jude
Bellingham only started 19 games and come off the bench 22 times.
Something I am pleased to see, though. Hendrick.
Got 14 goals, out on loan.
Yeah.
So,
look at it. That's like a brand new signing coming in. You'd pay £100 million for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's developed quite well, hasn't he? So, £143 million as well. So, only if you had a great start, you've also got loads of cash as well. Let's have a look at the points. Season 1 points are Mega Luke with 0. Dad with an outstanding start with 13.
My key signing is Schlotterbeck from Dortmund. I was looking for a left-sided centre-back, and for 60 million, he goes straight into my lineup.
My key signing for Season 2 is Pedro Porro. I needed a good attacking wing-back, and on the right-hand side, he's the perfect guy for the job. Right, Dad, I pulled Pedro Porro out of the trouble at Spurs. He deserves better. That's what I thought.
I think he is the trouble at Spurs sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. So he has joined my club, but also Buyomo from Pamplona, who I think is Osasuna. £21 million for the centre-back who can also play right-back. So we've got two options there now. He's a good centre-back, young as well. For 19 million, it's not too bad, really. So, yeah, I think that's a good deal. But we did sell to afford Pedro Porro.
Yeah.
I mentioned him, Simeone. I sold him to Newcastle.
Told him to go where his dad goes.
Yeah, like get out. Your dad's not here anymore.
Yeah.
£41 million out the door to Newcastle. I didn't intend on playing him, and now that I've got Pedro Porro down the right wing back, I think that's a better option for us. So an upgrade, I think, in that position nonetheless. So we have switched things around tactically, as you can see. We've gone a little bit wild because we've introduced a winger now with the instead of having the two attacking midfielders, and we've pushed the centre defensive midfielders a little bit further up now that there's two of them. Two channel midfielders, and we're locking in Johnny Cardoso. Now, Johnny didn't play a lot last season, but he has a good potential, and I think with a bit of game time, we could have a bit of a player on our hands here. So, looks all right to begin with. If we do the best 11 pick, you can see he does go in there now. He didn't at the start of the season, next to Pablo Barrios. I'm happy with the left-hand side of Ruggeri. Our defense is a little bit better now. Pubel actually comes in instead of Buyomo, and if Pubel can get better, I think he could be our best defender, to be honest. 23 years of age, so he's quite good, but he can also play wing back, so he gives us options. I like that. Porro slots right in behind Gonzalez, who of course signed on a permanent deal from Atalanta or Fiorentina, or Juve actually, from Fiorentina. So we've got him on a permanent deal now for 20 million. That's a bit of a bargain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Really,
He's hell of a good. You wouldn't be able to get 20 million pound for him. 28 years of age either. So this is actually based off of a Schalke tactic I had, and I've adapted it to change slightly. We've got Sorloth and Alvarez up front. Lovely stuff. Now, Dad, Schlotterbeck wasn't your only signing that you made.
It might not have been my key signing either as well. I had a couple there. So, yeah, the other one was Michael Coyote. Well,
yeah, Michael Coyote.
That was the one I was thinking about doing as my key signing. I do like signing this guy on the right back. He's a really good, sort of solid right back for me. So, yeah, a good signing for me as well.
Yeah, and Bergvall from Spurs.
Such a good midfield for this thing. I think he'll just slot in just right, really. So, yeah, ideal. Good signings for me this season. I'm feeling quite confident.
Yeah, 3 in there. Players on the outs. Rudiger left on a free transfer.
Yeah, I mean, he was always going to go. That's why I had to get in to defend.
Schlotterbeck.
That's why I had to get him in, yeah. So I knew this guy was going.
Okay, so let's have a look tactically then. You're setting yourself up very similar to what you had last season, but this time with two up front.
Yeah.
Any reason for the change?
Well, yeah, we knew he would come back this season.
Yeah, Hendrick.
So I did say last season that, hopefully he would do well, and he did. I do like him as a striker, so I'm going to make sure he plays.
All right. I could never get him working on FM24, but I feel like he's a lot better on FM26.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it now, if you do my best 11 now, I've got the 4 strikers in that I really want to be playing, not in the right positions at the moment, but I've got the 4 up there that... no, they are in the right position. Mbappe is up front now, yeah. That's the 4 that I really want to be playing.
Yeah.
And it's bringing in Bellingham, so 5 really that I want there now, really.
Yeah.
So I think that's looking a better and a stronger squad now.
All right, so start of the season then, fixtures that we've had. You have played me, and I pick up the first win.
That's not a good start.
Rodrigo Mendoza, 94th minute winner.
Season as well.
First game of the season, I pick up a point. Get in. You then beat Sevilla 1-0.
Yeah.
You then beat Celta Vigo 5-1, so a good win against them. Myself, obviously, after beating you, I must have went on and won all 3 of my games. Wrong. Lose to Real Betis. Away from home. 3-2. That's annoying. Then beat Osasuna.
That's one of those things where you've beat like one of the best teams in the league, and then you come up against an average side and you think, oh yeah, we'll win this game easy, innit?
I mean, to call Betis average, I always get, because it's so annoying, the name change.
Yeah.
To call them average is a bit of a harsh
Yeah,
call.
all right, I'll take that back.
They do have Anthony playing for them.
Well,
Of course.
all right
Isco
Average.
as well.
Average side then.
So they've got a good side. But yeah, annoyingly, we've dropped points after such a great start. I've got to play Bodo Glimt, so I'm going to drop points in the Champions
And Man
League.
City.
Although it is at home. Man City away, maybe I will. Fiorentina's in there, PAOK, Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, and Slavia Prague and Galatasaray away in the final game. Ooh, yeah.
That ain't looking good, mate. Is it?
No. Let's have a look at yours. So you've got Manchester City to start off with, then Leverkusen. So we've got very much similar sides again.
Yeah.
Dinamo, Aston Villa, Bayern Munich again, Fiorentina again, Karabakh and Club Brugge. I think you've got the easier one.
Definitely got the easier finish as well. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely.
All right then. Well, season number 2. Let's see what happens. Well, we got the job done on the final day of the season, overtaking Barcelona, and I've got you to thank. Because on the final day, Dad played Barcelona and beat them 3-2. Kylian Mbappe with an 88th minute winner. After going from 2-1 up, losing 2 players, you conceded a penalty. But you rectified it.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe scored the winner, and that allowed us to overtake Barcelona on the final day of the season with our 6-0 win against Espanyol.
Do you know, I really don't know. I mean, if anybody's from Spain, they would probably know this. I don't know what would have been worse, Barcelona winning it
or Atletico, for Real Madrid fans. Yeah, Real Madrid fans, let us know. Because it's very similar, I guess, to being a Manchester United fan.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool is technically our biggest rivals, but then now Manchester City are also obviously bigger club, so now we consider them our home rivals. I don't know.
Because we were on order for nothing there, really, weren't we? If we'd lost, Barcelona would have won it. If we win, Atletico Madrid win it.
The ideal thing would have been you win it, but you didn't. 5 points behind.
Yeah, I want to give me enough points, wouldn't it?
No, 6 losses there. One of them was against you, so you did beat me in the other leg, so you do get a point for that, but I'm finally picking up points and trophies. It's an Atletico Madrid title win, which never going to say no to that. Alexander Sorloth was also the Golden Boot winner. 24 goals in 38 appearances, above Robert Lewandowski, Oyarzabal, and Julian Alvarez in 4th. Oh dear, Real Madrid players. Kylian Mbappe is down there with just 19.
Yeah.
Same as my 3rd player, Ademola Lookman. Hendricks there, though.
Do you know, I thought I would have scored more goals than that. I mean, I'm pleased that he's there first season for me, but I thought I would have scored more goals than that.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm buzzing with that. Can we cap it off with a Spanish Cup? Oh. Yes, we can. We've done the double. Yes. Beating Bilbao in the final. Pedro Porro with a brace. Oh, what a signing. What a signing.
Don't score that many for Spurs.
No. And then Julian Alvarez with the 3rd. Lovely stuff. Let's see where you finish. Semi-final? No, knocked out Barcelona in that semi-final. Quarter-final? Oh, yes. 2 more points for knocking you out in a 4-1 win. Get it. Love that. Did we win the Super Cup or did you pick up? You picked up the Super Cup. Oh, you beat me in the final of that one. So you get a point for that one. Champions League, though, I was knocked out in the knockout playoff round by Copenhagen. How'd you win the Spanish League? The Spanish Cup. Defeat Real Madrid 4-1, defeat Barcelona when you play them, and then lose to Copenhagen in the Champions League.
Don't know, man.
I'd rather where I finished than where you did, though.
No.
Losing 4-0 to Arsenal. 4-0.
Any team but that team. Oh, their goalkeeper star player as well.
9 rating for David Raya.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You had 10 shots on target. Couldn't score a goal. What an Hendrick.
Bad.
What a result. So we know I didn't lose to you, so that's absolutely fine. Who did you overcome along the way? You beat Liverpool 7-3. Quarter-final, Copenhagen. We played each other. And in the round of 16, Bayer Leverkusen. He even knocked out Aston Villa as well. He did quite well, Copenhagen. In the league phase, you finish in 6th, I finished in 10th place. So I lost 1 to Manchester City. I drew 3. Drew Bodo Glimt, of course I did. And won 4. So
You won the hell, so
yeah.
Good result that is.
Beat Bayern Munich 4-0 as well. You won 5 games, beat Man City 3-1, 2 draws there, Aston Villa and Bayern Munich, and lost 1 game to Bayer Leverkusen at home. Oh, yeah. I beat them 4-0 at home, just to let you know. Great season for Atletico Madrid.
Yes.
Very happy with that.
Poor season for me.
Got 35 goals from Sorloth, 33 and 14 assists from Julian Alvarez. Sorloth actually only started 24 games, so Ademola Lookman seems to be the starting striker, and he got 25 and 13 as well. Nicolas Gonzalez got 18 and 16, which is good. Johnny Cardozo locked him in. He's got better. Oh, yeah, that was a good decision. Ruggeri, 20 assists. Pedro Porro, 21. But Ruggeri had 1 more goal than him.
Porro got 4 goals. He scored 2 in one game.
He did. Lovely stuff. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Transfer budget, only £25 million, despite winning
Thought you would've
2
got more than
competitions. Yeah, me too. 34 goals from Kylian Mbappe with 19 assists. Same as Endrick,
Yeah.
who got 27 goals. Vinicius Jr., 24 and 14. Rodrigo on double figures with both, as is Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, that's a nice sort of performance from Jude, I think. And, I mean, my 4 strikers, I cannot be disappointed with that. I'm just disappointed with the actual overall result for the season, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm happy, I think. Coyote, 5 goals, 7 assists. Not happy with that, I think.
Schlotterbeck had more assists.
Yeah, that's right.
10.
Yeah, I'd expected more assists from him, so that's a bit disappointing, really.
Transfer budget for yourself, £32 million, but you do have a big wage.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at the points. Season 2 points are Omega Luke with 11, Dad with 2, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 11, Dad with 15.
I only made 1 signing this season. That was Mark Gahey from Man City for $55 million to go alongside Schlotterbeck in my defence.
I signed a centre-back for my key signing this season as well, in Samson Beidou from Lens. £44 million, but he might be my best defender that I've got at the club. I thought I made other signings as well as Samson Beidou. Got a free transfer in Alejandro Grimaldo, so him and Ruggeri, I mean, Ruggeri's been really good for me to be fair, but Grimaldo is a fantastic player. He's also Spanish and a free transfer. I couldn't really deny him, bringing him to the club. Cost me a lot in wages, but I'm all right with it, so very good player. Also 20 for free kick taking. Can't say I've ever seen Grimaldo take a free kick, but, I mean, I'll take it. We've also got Davide Fratesi for £18 million from Inter Milan. So, good midfield option. Obviously, I've got 2 in midfield right now. I needed more options with Koke becoming ever increasingly more old, though he has joined the club. Got a few players who've gone out on loan, including Boyomo. Only signed him last year, but he barely played. He's also got a transfer at the end of it. So, outside of that, it was Clement Longley, who's gone for £12 million just to boost the numbers up in terms of my transfer budget to get Beidou. So those are the transfers that I made this season. Now, we're looking at very similar to what we had last season in terms of the formation, just maybe the players on the pitch slightly changing. Looks like Lookman is going to be the number 1 striker up there, even though Sorloth scored the most goals throughout the season, and Beidou sits inside Lenormand and Pupil, which, yeah, I'm all right with, to be fair. Grimaldo also takes his spot on the left-hand side. Again, I'm not locking anybody in, so it's just going to be a full rotation, depending on how they do. But after winning the League and Cup, I ain't changing this system.
Don't blame you.
Dad, now you only made that 1 signing.
Yeah.
Mark Guehi.
I just felt really that I don't need any strikers or nothing like that. I don't need many midfielders. So
Raul Sensio was the only one he left as well.
All I'm going to do is just strengthen my defence up. So I've lost 1 defender and I've brought in what I feel probably a much better defender.
Yeah, you switched things around tactically.
Gone more attacking.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't do very well last season. So I thought, right, let's go more attacking. So I've just pushed my midfield right up against beyond one of my strikers. So yeah, gone 1 up front, but the other striker is going to be just sat behind now, really, and helping out the midfield a little bit, I feel.
Well, you got Erdegerlo, who can feature quite a lot.
Yeah, another one there as well, yeah. So
Endrick, Vinicius Jr., Bergval, Mbappe.
Yeah, I mean, Bellingham's not in the team there neither, so there's another one that can sort of fit into that position as well. So, yeah, I feel this is going to be a very, very attacking. I'm looking to score a lot of goals.
Yeah, you got a stacked bench, if you look at this. I mean, obviously, Eder Militao will drop out for Guehi in what you've locked in, but you've got Eder Militao being one of them, big names anyway. Bellingham, Rodrigo, Valverde, Brahim Diaz to some extent. Then you've got Dean Huijsen, not even featuring.
Yeah, not even featuring, yeah.
Really good player.
Good young sort of defender, but
Carreras as well. You think Camavinga's taken the left back spot? Carreras, very good player on
so
this.
I've got some really good defenders all waiting to get onto the pitch as well, so as well as strikers. So come on, boys, get out there, score the goals, win the games.
Well, have you been winning games? You have in the league. 4 wins from 4.
Yep.
Valencia being the last one there, 4-1 against them. 2-0 against Celta Vigo, Mbappe and Bellingham scoring. 4-0 against Cordoba, Endrick hat-trick. It's got to be nice to see. And Oviedo, Kylian Mbappe scoring all 4 goals.
Yeah. So, the strikers is working so far.
It is, yes. Well, let's see the results from Atletico Madrid, the champions, Atletico Madrid. Yeah, we lost to Girona. They are quite good on this, to be fair.
Yeah, they are,
3-1 away from home. We've won the other 3, but it hasn't exactly been convincing. Vallecano, 2-1 against them. We had Pedro Porro sent off. That always seems to happen there with Pedro Porro.
Don't surprise me.
3-1 against Alaves and 3-2 against Bilbao with a 68th minute winner from Alex Alexander Sorloth. So it's good to see he's still getting game time and still scoring. Okay, we've got some Champions League fixtures. I mean, mine's looking not too bad, to be honest. We should be all right. But let's see what happens season number 3. Well, it doesn't get any closer than that.
Ooh.
That's really annoying. Both on 88
I'll bet
points.
more attacking. It looks like it's paid off for me.
Yeah, very bad end of the season for you.
I'm a bit worried about that because is that league ending or is that cups ending? So I'm not looking forward to this now.
Yeah, let's look at this. So the league rules and how it's done is results between teams to begin with, the league sorting rules.
Ooh, that's a good sign for me then.
But then obviously if it was like 2 draws, it would go down to goal difference and then goals scored. You would have won either way because your goal difference is higher and you scored more goals.
Yeah.
But the results between each other, you lost 6, you did lose to me, but it was only 2-1.
Yeah.
So I do get a point and I lost to you 5-0. When I went to the Bernabeu.
So that's where it is then.
That's where it is. Results against each other, you had a better aggregate score, as it would be, even though both of us won a game. I only drew 1 game against Mallorca. You drew 4, so Racing Santander has managed to keep away from losing. They've done all right, actually, finishing 7th place.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe is the Golden Boot winner. However, I'm shocked at how little amount of goals it was. Only 24.
I think good, really, is it?
No. Endrick's up there for 20. My guys, 16 each.
Yeah.
It's quite low. That's the same amount as Bergval and Bellingham just underneath.
So I'm pleased with that. Them 2 midfielders they were my attacking midfielders. So both of them in with a shout. That's good.
My goals have dropped off. Nicolas Gonzalez has 12. Grimaldo from left wing back, 14. I mean, it's free kicks probably, isn't it? 13 of them were free kicks.
He's an expert.
One of them was direct corner I had. Yeah, not great. What about the Spanish Cup? Did we redeem ourselves? No. It's another domestic double. And this time for Real Madrid, beating Barcelona in the final. Vinicius Jr. and Brahim Diaz with the wins against Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Semi-final, you knocked out Villarreal 10-5 on aggregate. Quarter-final was where you beat me.
Another 5-1. You don't like coming to my place, do you?
Don't know. The Super Cup, though, was held by Barcelona, who beat you in the final. But, all right, we didn't play against each other, so there's no points being distributed for the Super Cup. But the Champions League, I was eliminated by Arsenal in the quarter-final, who won it last year. Got to the final again this year and losing to PSG.
Don't be Arsenal, knock me out again.
Semi-final, PSG knocked you out.
If I haven't won it, I don't mind that.
3-2. Difficult season for Atletico Madrid after a very good season last year. So we've dropped off a bit. The formation seems to have not worked as well as what it did last year. People have begun to suss it out. Only 20 goals scored from Julian Alvarez, who's now 28 and in his prime. Expected way more from that.
Yeah.
18 from Sorloth, who's, to be honest, only played 15 starts, so that's not too bad. It's his strike partner, Adamola Lookman, that I'm looking at you, son. Don't look at me. I'm looking at you, Lookman. 9 goals, 9 assists in 34 starts. Look, man, you got to go. Is what I'll be saying.
Yeah, you got to go.
He's wanted. Brighton and Newcastle. Oh, I love sending players to Newcastle. You can join Simeone over there with your lack of goals. 16 from Nicolas Gonzalez. Alex Baena got 12 and 9. And then Johnny Cardoso from centre midfield got 8 and 10, which isn't too bad, to be honest. Pedro Porro got 12 assists, probably 12 red cards. Transfer budget, 104 million. I'll take that. That ain't bad.
That's good.
Hopefully I ain't lost anybody in January. I've learnt recently that if I've got a big budget, it probably isn't because they're backing me. It might be because I've lost players. No, I haven't. So they're just backing me, which is nice. That's good to know. Real Madrid, let's see. So, Mbappe was top scorer in the league. He was also your top scorer overall with 37 and 19.
Yeah, that's great. Endrick with 35.
Endrick 35.
That's not back. I said I was only playing one up front, so he's either played that attacking midfielder or they were swapping it around.
Yeah, he's got better as well. Jude Bellingham seems to have played a lot more than what it was going to suggest. Bergval's done as well with 22. Vinicius Jr. 13 and 20. Big numbers.
Yes, it
Even
is.
Even like Sadar Gurla getting 12 and 15.
I'm really pleased with that. It goes to show that tactic.
Should I get 12 assists again?
It's more than Mingin and Coyote again.
Yeah.
Coyote only got 5, so...
Unless he's taking corners from the left.
I reckon he's just nodding them down. I reckon he's having a lot of corners and he's just nodding them down for people to just...
He might be taking them. 14 is quite a high number.
It is actually, yeah.
Taking it from the right-hand side where he can whip it in on his left.
Your tallest centre-back to be taking a corner though, wouldn't it? So,
yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, I'm glad the transfer from the one tactic to another. Bit of a tactic. I was a bit worried about it, whether it would work or not. It's worked for me. I've scored a lot more goals, and I won the league, so I'm happy with that.
Looks like Carreras is playing more than Camavinga at left wing back too. He's played 36. Camavinga, you can obviously fill in at DM as well, has only played 26 starts, but obviously he might have done both.
Yeah,
and
I'm not going to argue with that. Let him get on with it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Transfer budget for you, only 184 million with 2.5 million in the wage.
That because you've probably realised that I'm not selling many players at this present moment, and it's because the club are only giving me 15% of the revenue back.
Yeah.
And I've asked them every season if they'll change that. They were adamant they weren't going to change it, so I'm not selling players.
No, I mean, I've had a similar scenario. Mine was at 35% to begin with. I don't know whether it's changed now because I've requested it twice and it has gone up. It's gone up to 50% on mine. I mean, it's still a little bit better than yours, but...
15%, I'm not worth me selling a player for getting 50 million for making what? 2-3 million out of it. It's not worth it, is it?
Right, okay then. Let's have a look at the points as we go into season number 4. Season 3 points are Mega Luke with 1, Dad with 11. Meaning the total points now, after 3 seasons, is Luke with 12, Dad with 26.
My key signing is Donnarumma from Man City. My other keeper is getting old now, so I've signed this guy in his prime for 120 million.
My key signing is Antoine Semenyo, also from Manchester City. I needed a good attacking threat, and he covers all 3 positions really well and cost me £61 million. Yes, Semenyo was transfer listed, so I went and got that deal done. However, there were players who have departed in Robin Lermond, who for £33 million, obviously we only got half of that, 15, and Thiago Almada has left for 15 million, obviously 7.75. Boyomo, the same, 7.75 roughly £1 million going out. So I had to build up a bit of a transfer budget because I made a few deals happen this year. Semenyo was the most expensive. Is he the best though? I got Chiesa on a free transfer. Good signing that is.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Chiesa coming in. Obviously the Italian can play in a number of different positions. He's old, he's 31, but for a free transfer, can't deny that. Joan Gadou from Salzburg, £42 million. That's the reason why I got rid of Lenormand. He goes straight into my defence. Looks really good, so I'm happy with that. The pace, the jump and reach, all very good indeed. And then the final signing is another goalkeeper. You've got Donnarumma. I went for Restes, £45 million. Obviously, I've got Jan Oblak, but Restes is for now. Jan Oblak is 37. Where is he? 35. There he is. He's played the start of the season. I think I might lock in Restes.
Yeah.
Restes is a better goalkeeper. You can see Jan Oblak, he might be my captain, etc. Let's let him do the Tom Heaton role. Yeah. Bring him back and put him in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Now, match day squad. As you can see, I'm locking in Restes. We've dropped to a 3-4-3, so we've got rid of that left-sided striker and made him a left-sided winger. Now that we've got 2 extra wingers coming in, so best pick 11 there. Keeps Restes in, but it didn't throughout the start of the campaign. Baena actually goes in there with Semenyo, Alvarez at the top, Johnny Cardozo and Barrios, Grimaldo Porro, Beidou, Gadu, and Pubel in my defence. So that's how we're lined up. Now, Donnarumma wasn't your only signing, Dad. In terms of selling players, you didn't sell anybody, as you mentioned. I mean, outside of Lunin, he went for just 19 million. So
yeah, I got rid of one keeper.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you've got João Pedro, who also joined the club. 93 million.
Whether I really needed another sort of midfielder, sort of come striker, I don't know. But this guy covers all the positions, so I just felt it was such a good signing. Really, only 26. He's in his prime. And he's really good, I feel. So
yeah, he is good.
Yeah, pleased with that signing for me.
Well, he can play in 4 different positions in your lineup. You've got Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Hendrick, who obviously need a rest every now and then. He can fill in for one of them. Go into the 4-2-2-2 formation.
Yeah, just drop back again. I was a bit imming and amming, really. It was like that, really. I've done well winning the league again. So, but I just wanted to get Bellingham back in the side from the start and get 2 guys up front again.
So you won the league, you won the cup.
Yeah.
Change formation.
Yeah, and you know what I'm like. I don't let you down, do I? I'm not called the Tinkerman for nothing, am I? So a little bit of a tinker again. My keeper's gone in straight away, so I'm happy with that. I feel my strength is the defence now rather than the attack, so bring it on. See if I can do it again.
Fixtures. Let's have a look at it. Start of the season, you've played 4. You've won 4. Valencia, Santander, Girona and Getafe.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the start.
Scoring some goals as well in there. So spread out between different players as well, which is always good to see. Then my fixtures at the start of the season, because we have had both 4 fixtures each, and both won 4 fixtures. Malaga, 2-0. Vigo, 4-0. Oviedo 5-1, Cadiz 4-0. So we both started extremely well.
You started a little bit better. You only conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
So that's very good. You got your new keeper in.
New
only
keeper,
conceded 1 goal.
new defender. Hopefully we can claim the title back this season after missing out just, well, by a solitary point, because we didn't have the goal difference or the games against you. So just a solitary point is what we needed. So this season, let's see if we can lift the trophy again. Well, this time round, I'm nowhere near the top. Dad, you've won the league title.
Yeah, I feel a bit better with that. I mean, 88 points last season. We won it with, this time, 97. So it was a definite improvement. So there you go. I changed my tactic. It worked.
I'm really annoyed because I got 89, which would have won it last year.
Yeah.
Now I'm finishing third. Typical, isn't it? But there we go. I lost 3 games. Lost against you once 4-0 away from home. I really hate going to your stadium.
Do you?
You lost 3 times, didn't lose to me. So we drew the other fixture at my ground. 3-3.
Good game.
So, yeah. Kylian Mbappe is the league's top scorer, though. He's got 36 goals this season in 35 games.
Yes, that's a bit better.
Julian Alvarez got 28, so I'm happy with that. Semenyo up there with 19, which is good. Endrick on 19 as well. Jude Bellingham got 14 this season, but then I think this is where I failed, the lack of players after.
Yeah.
My supporting cast, where's that gone? Pedro Porro only got 10. So I had 2 players scoring, and that's it, unfortunately for me. So no good there. What about in the Spanish Cup? Well, I've won that one. And by style.
Whoa.
Levante in the final, who, by the way, they're in the 2nd division. They got relegated last year.
What happened
So
there,
they
then?
got to the... they're coming back up, but either way...
It's a good result for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, well, get to the final is a good... That's not a good result for them, but getting to the final, well done.
I've won the Spanish Cup, which is good. I'll take that. So that's some
what I'm
points on the
looking forward
board.
to now. You've better knock me out of this, and you?
Girona there, semi-final. Valladolid
Where was I knocked out?
4th round. Levante in a penalty shootout.
Oh, well, they deserve to be to the final, then,
Yeah,
didn't
they did quite well, to be fair, didn't they?
That's great.
Oh, that's annoying. I could have done with the points. Champions League, though. Round of 16 for me. That's not good. Oh, Super Cup, actually. You've won that. Oh, you beat me in the bloody final. Another point. Champions League, round of 16. Oh, you lost again in the final.
Wasn't it 4-1 last time as well?
I think it was against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Unai Emery's Liverpool this time round, who beat you in the final.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Alexander Isak with a hat-trick, and Jamal Musiala also scored 2. Not quite the best of luck in European football.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Inter Milan, no, it was Porto, sorry, knocked me out. 5-1. You got past Newcastle. Did we play in the league phase? No, both of us got through quite comfortably. I lost to PSG, drew 2 fixtures I definitely shouldn't have drawn against. I went to Stamford Bridge and won 5-0.
Good.
Like, is Liam Rosenior still there? That's got to be, surely, because that is absolutely terrible. Is Chelsea? Where is Chelsea? There, right behind me. We've had it before where I've played against players who are not even there. No, it's Vincent Kompany who's in charge. Ronnie Falali, who's they haven't got the license to say. It's Vincent Kompany who's in charge.
I was thinking
of Chelsea.
that when I looked at Ronnie Falali, I thought that ain't Vincent Kompany.
Yeah, it's the.
How did you know that?
The licensing. So let's have a look. You won the league phase there. 7 wins. You beat PSG, Man City as well away from home, and Chelsea at home. And you drew to Fenerbahce of all the games.
Yeah.
You drew to Fenerbahce away. 0-0.
Any result in Turkey is good.
Yeah, so that's where it all went wrong for us. Well, for me anyway, you beat me. You beat the club I beat. I lost to Porto.
We'd have had each other there then.
Semi-final, you knocked out PSG. So get your own back.
Yeah.
Knocking them out. Liverpool was battering AC Milan.
Remember these sides are doing me, and they.
Yeah, in the final too, every time. Lovely stuff. 38 goals from Julian Alvarez with 16 assists, 30 from Antoine Semenyo. Good signing that was. I was a little bit worried, to be honest, when we made the deal, but now I'm pleased I did. £60 million. A lot of money. That's what I was a little bit cautious with.
He is a good player, though.
16 assists as well, 12 goals and 16 assists from Pedro Porro.
I can't believe that bit there, the 12 goals.
Yeah, I need a better
good.
left-sided, I think, because Alex Baena, 12 and 17, has kind of let me down. But Alejandro Grimaldo, 9 goals, 21 assists. So, yeah,
that's good.
Done very well, too.
Yeah.
So, I think that's probably where I went wrong in terms of the league. I needed another player, whereas if we're looking at yours, probably you've got 4 or 5 players. You've got that £50 million to maybe correct that decision for next year, whereas you maybe have a lot more goals coming from the wings. I only had 1 player from the wings. Mbappe 46 and 48. Endrick with 23.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo with the goals.
Yeah, a lot of goals there. A lot of assists as well from all 4 of them. So, yeah. I'm pleased with that.
Pedro Porro come off the bench and doing quite... not Pedro Porro, João Pedro, getting quite a lot of goals too.
Yeah, good for his first season from him.
£58 million for you, but a very big wage budget, so you can probably get a little bit more out of that. 70, £75 million, possibly.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Let's have a look at the points. Season 4 points are Mega Luke with 3, Dad with 7. Me and the total points are Mega Luke with 15, Dad with 33.
My final key signing is Vucevic from Spurs, 75 million for a young centre-back option to complete my lineup.
My key signing for the final season is Mohamed Salah. On a free transfer without a club, it made sense to bring him in. Dad, Mohamed Salah joining Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, on a free signing. That's
not
a bit
bad.
Weird. What's going on?
And if you look, 28th of July, my birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday present for me, Mohamed Salah.
What a present that is.
Yeah, so he was without club for 28 days before he signed for Atletico Madrid. I'll take that. Igor Mantanovic is another signing I made quite late. £17 million from him. Just a backup striker more than anything, but he's got a good bit of strength about him. He's 6'4", good jumping reach. Just a good off-the-bench player to come for Julian Alvarez and potentially score a goal or two throughout the season. However, there's a strike partner for Julian Alvarez in Harry Kane.
Oh, I don't believe this. What are you doing?
£28 million
Mohamed
for Harry
Salah
Kane.
And Harry Kane in the same team.
Yeah, we're bringing them all back.
Hey,
I need De Bruyne.
What a team that could be.
I should bring De Bruyne in, Harry Maguire, all these old school players of the Premier League. Harry Kane has joined the club, £18 million, whatever it was, £28 million. Alongside, potentially people will go, that's probably your key signing, Luke. I don't know why you suggested that one. Carlos Baleba. £70 million. That's where I spent most of the money. So Carlos Baleba comes in as defensive midfielder.
Good young midfielder. Anyway.
Yeah, so looks quite good in terms of attributes there. Now, players who went on the outs, we've got £1.9 million there. Did I sell any players here? So we've got Jan Musso going on a free transfer. Nicolas Gonzalez left at £18 million. And Ademola Lookman, gone.
Said to him he was going to go there.
Yeah, £26 million.
Did he look back when he was gone?
No. Not in anger.
No.
But... He went to Fulham anyway, so he didn't exactly go to Man City, but that joke would have paid off way more if he went to Man City.
Oh, it would have been so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Cayetano, though, a loan deal. For anybody who wants to take over this after and actually be Atletico Madrid, I loaned him out because he looks quite good.
Yeah.
19 years of age, first team football. He's highly rated in terms of value, which suggests that he might have a really good potential as well.
Oh, driven personality, so...
Maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know. But yeah, he looks fantastic as a striker, but not quite good enough to get into the first team. But I loaned him out. First team football. There you go. All right. We switched things around. We have now gone for this wild style tactic. It's a 4-2-2, but with advanced wing backs. So we're still using the advanced wing backs, but we're taking a centre back out, sticking it in Harry Kane up front. I'll get rid of that bit. There we go. So we're dropping into a 4-2-3-1. Julian Alvarez in behind Harry Kane. It still puts Baena there, which is really annoying, but I don't necessarily want to lock in Mohamed Salah. I mean, let's face it, he's 37 years old. Although his natural fitness is good, I don't think locking in Mo Salah in who's 37 is the best idea.
No.
We're going to let him just come off the bench, play a few times. I think Semenyo will naturally drop in over here anyway when he can play. I think we'll just let him fight it out. We're not going to lock anyone else in. Dad, wasn't your only signing was your key signing, Vucevic? You brought in yet another goalkeeper. So who had 3 goalkeepers?
Yeah, but don't forget, the keeper that I had as reserve keeper is gone. Went on a free transfer. I can't remember.
You also sold Militao
I had to
as
get
well.
Him to get sort of...
released players you can see. Was it last year or?
I think I lost him last year. So
Thibaut Courtois. Yeah. There he is.
As much as I didn't want him to go, because I replaced him with another keeper, he didn't want to stay. So he went. So yeah, I mean,
he's gone into Milan alongside Arda Güler.
Yeah,
who left on a free.
I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy. I've got 2 really good keepers in. So that'll do me. That's sort of strengthen my. I've really strengthened my defence up now. I'm sort of looking at it now, thinking, is anybody going to beat me this season?
Oh, very cocky.
I mean,
the 4-2-2 sticks around.
I'm not going to change that. I got to the Champions League final, won the league, won the cup, so why would I change it? I mean, it'd be mad to change anything like that, wouldn't you? So,
yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm going to keep. Yep.
Let's hope you get egg on your face. Fixtures at the start of the season. You've won 3 out of 3 so far. You also beat Atletico Madrid.
Again. I mean, I haven't scored less than 4.
No.
So you was expected to get hammered, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 5-0 against Espanyol, 4-2 against Valencia away from home to kick things off. Malmo and Porto. Oh, come on, what is that draw? Malmo, Porto. You got Bayern Munich, Napoli, Man City, AC Milan, ending with Rennes. They always pop up every now and then. And Copenhagen.
Nice to see them again. Welcome back.
Let's have a look at my fixtures. We know one of them already at the start of the season. I've also lost to Barcelona. I had an awful start to the year. We beat Levante because we beat them in the cup anyway. 5-1. Welcome back to the league.
Yeah.
Then we played Barcelona and got absolutely battered by Lamine Yamal and his friends. And then went at home to Real Madrid and lost 5-2 there too. So
Not a good start for you then, mate.
no, not at all. Champions League fixtures. We start off with Man City. We've also got Brighton, who's in the Champions League. That's quite good for them.
One of their players.
Hoffenheim, Olympique Marseille, Liverpool, Chelsea are in there. So I've got to play a lot of English clubs, and I?
Yeah.
4. Chelsea, Liverpool,
Man City.
Brighton and Man City. And Rangers.
That just wouldn't happen, would it?
No.
It wouldn't be happening,
Mix
would
it up a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
Else we're just literally just getting flights to the UK and back.
I mean, we know how good the Premier side teams are. I mean, they beat me in the finals all the time, haven't they? So,
Yeah.
you got no chance.
No, the only slightly exotic one is Slavia Prague. And it's at home.
Yeah.
Don't even get to go to Prague, which is one of my favourite places to go. I absolutely love the place. No. At Hoffenheim, I guess. We get to go to Hoffenheim away, which is nice. There we go. All right, Champions League. That's our fixtures done for the final season. Let's see what happens across all of the competitions. Well, the final league table is a little bit embarrassing for me. 108 points.
Yes. That is very good. Didn't draw
Yeah.
a game. That's very unusual for me not to draw a game. Only lost 2. I'm happy with that. 153 goals. Wow.
Scored a silly amount of goals.
Yes.
Lost 2 games. Did not lose to Atletico Madrid, which means I lost both the fixtures against you. 5-2 and 4-2, so not fantastic from me. Kylian Mbappe. He got 27 goals this year, Dad, so he was the Golden Boot winner, but right behind him was Vinicius Jr. Endrick was there too,
Yeah.
João Pedro. Did Atletico Madrid leave the league? Did our goals not count in this? Oh, Julian Alvarez, 15, Harry Kane, 15. Oh,
I'm glad
dear.
to see Harry Kane didn't let you down. But, yeah, my boy's done it. That's what I put him up there for. I knew I had an exciting attacking force on him, so it was just making my defence as strong as I possibly could, and I've done that over the seasons.
What makes this worse is Sorloth left me, look, and he's got 19. Pretty sure he left on a free transfer last
Yeah,
season.
he did, yeah.
So, yeah, how
19 goals.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Can't believe that. But don't worry, we redeemed ourselves winning every other competition, I bet. Spanish Cup. No, neither of us were in that one. La Coruña from the
is a
second
surprise.
division, who faced Girona, who
That
finished
is
4th in our
surprise.
league.
If they're going to knock the big teams out, they deserve to go on and win. So
Yeah.
they should have.
Semi-final.
Unless we knocked each other out.
Girona knocked
There
out
you go.
Barcelona.
They deserve to win it, then, don't they? They're not-
Quarter-final, we weren't in that either.
Come on.
Jesus. 4th round, you were knocked out by La Coruña.
That's a bad one, isn't it?
Second tier. 3rd round, I was knocked out by Murcia. 1 FB. I mean, that's answers on a postcard how far down that is. I think that's the 3rd tier.
That's such a bad last season for us, though. isn't it?
Yeah. So Cueta was the last winners. So yeah, they go into the Spanish Federation 2, where Real Madrid C won. Okay, I don't think that's the 3rd tier. I think that's the 4th tier that I just lost against.
You must have just played your youth team, I reckon.
Yeah, that must have been an awful
Yeah,
fixture for
God
us.
almighty.
Wow. Okay, Super League. The Super Cup, sorry. Real Madrid won that one. I don't think you knocked me out of it, though. No, Barcelona knocked me out, so you don't get any points for that. Oh, I was runners-up in the Champions League. No.
In you, beauty.
This whole rebuild was won and lost in very fine margins.
Yeah.
The league in Season 3 by a point. The Champions League final in the last season. If I win that, it's a different story.
Oh, I love a late goal.
Vinicius Jr. in the 91st
I love a late
minute.
goal.
Gonzalo, what position's he?
I don't know. Left back? I'm not sure.
Striker.
Eh?
You like,
How many
I've
games-
never seen that guy in my
How
life.
many games did he actually play for me then?
He's valued quite
Did
high.
he come on as a sub?
No.
Could have started the game, could he?
Oh, well, he come off the bench 12 times in the
Yeah.
Champions League. He started 5 times in the league, 23 appearances off the bench. He was kind of your backup striker.
No, that's all right. I'll take that then.
Yeah, but he assisted the winner against Vinicius Jr. in the final.
What a player.
of
What a
the
player.
Champions League. Absolutely gutted of that. In the Millennium Stadium as well. Oh, that's so typical, isn't it? Let's have a look at our route to the final before we... oh my God, I battered the league.
Whoa.
Lost 1 against Man City, won 7. So some really good results there. All of my trips to the UK worked well. You won 5. You drew to Rennes and lost to AC Milan. We both went through to the round of 16. I knocked out Man City. You knocked out Bayern Munich. We had to tricky ties in there.
Harry Kane would have done well with that, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Atletico Madrid knocking out AC Milan. You knocked out Juve. So Spain beats Italy twice.
Times, eh?
And then Spain beats Italy again as I knock out Inter Milan. 5-4. And winning the second leg 4-1. 4-0 even. So, yeah, they beat me 4-1 in the first leg. Knocked them out still, 5-1. And then you beat Chelsea 8-2. 8 to be a Chelsea fan. Was it still Liam Rosenior? No, Jack Francis. Don't know who that is. Oh, they've just sacked the manager.
Oh, right.
So whoever it was, their manager. Oh, it was Vincent Kompany.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Hilarious.
John Terry was there before him.
Yeah, a caretaker, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, caretaker. So there we go. That was our route to the final. Right, final time then. Let's look at the goals. We've got 23 from Julian Alvarez, 21 from Semenyo, 19 and 11 for Harry Kane. Ruggeri was back in the team this year.
Yeah.
After Grimaldo has sort of slightly dropped out. His ability just dropped off a cliff. He's down to 2-star after being like my starting left wing back. Salah got 11 goals and 6 assists. Puma got 10 and 10. He was my centre back. Let's have a look.
Salah started 41 games.
Yeah. Nine off the bench.
Yeah.
So I'm glad because Alex Baena, by the looks of it, didn't. Of course, they give me 115 million.
That always happens to you, doesn't it?
Why? That's ridiculous. So anybody who takes that over, you get the tactic, obviously. But yeah, 115 million pounds should you want it. Dad, now you can get Dad's tactic off the back of this. So it looks like a very good attacking 4-2-2 with an elite squad should you want it. Patreon.com/Mega Gaming or the YouTube channel members. 38 goals from Kylian Mbappe. 33 and 18 from Endrick. Vinicius Jr. 29 and 19. So that's 3 players there around the 30 mark.
That's really good. I mean, that's
100 goals.
That's
in
what we've done so well,
3
really,
games.
yeah, that's what we've done so well.
3 players.
I'm really pleased with Pedro and Bellingham and Bergvall behind them scoring that amount of goals as well. So yeah,
centre back got 12. Vuskovic.
Yeah.
Quite disappointing was Rodrigo when he got 10.
Yeah.
Even Gonzalo got 9. But there we go. Schlotterbeck 13 assists again.
Yeah,
it's got to be taking corners.
He's got to be doing something like that.
100% has to be taking corners. But you had 135 million pounds.
$2 million in wage, so that's
he wants to take
that
that over.
I mean, I won the Champions League as well, so you get a lot of money out of that as well, don't
Yeah.
you? So I would have expected it to be in the 100 million.
All right, well, let's have a look at the final points tally. Season number 5 points, Mega Luke with 0, Dad with 16, meaning the total points are Luke with 15, Dad with 49. Well, you finished off with more points in your final year than I had in total.
Yeah.
But I think it flatters you slightly. It was very close and it was fine margins.
It was closer than I thought it was going to be when we picked the teams. I mean, we've been asked to do those 2 teams, and but I was fortunate with the attack force that I had it already there, didn't I?
Yeah.
All I had to do was sort the defence out really, really well because they were an aging defence. I've done that, and it paid off in the 5 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know any other rebuilds you want to see down in the comments. We've got a few videos that you might be interested in if you've still got some time. How about an unemployed to the Champions League race? We both start unemployed. We've both got to find our way to win the Champions League, and that one is quite close all the way. Or if you're looking for a little bit of something retro, we recently done Manchester United versus Arsenal from the 2000 to 2001 database, where it was Prime, Keane, Vieira, Fergie, Wenger. Those 2 are on screen right now.